morning everyone, once again from the beautiful mountains of Rio de Janeiro. Today we're in a city called Freiburgo, also known as Nova Friburgo, and this place has the title of Switzerland of Brazil. Look at the scenery that we're getting already. So we've already come up to a mountain here. It's supposed to be one of the highest peaks around this region. I have to keep reminding myself that we're in Rio right now.
Yeah, even for me, I mean, I was born and raised in Rio, but in the city of Rio. But I've never been to this part of Rio, and it's very, very like shocking for me because I didn't know. I knew we had like mountainous regions, but not like this. I don't know. It's just way better than I thought.
Yeah, so as you're driving around, you get like pine trees everywhere, and we're just used to like tropical scenery on the coast. Never seen anything like this before in Rio or Brazil. I mean, there are a lot of places in Brazil, like going down south, that you find regions like this, but yeah, I didn't know it was in Rio. So the main city of Freiburgo is down there. That's where we're staying. Took about 30 minutes to drive up here. The road isn't good at all, so you need a powerful car. Luckily, we rented this compact SUV, so didn't have any problem. So that's the peak that we're going to, Pico da Caledonia. And check that out for the altitude, 2,219 meters. So that was fail. The gate is closed there. And the guy said on Mondays, it's not open. Fail.
I can't believe it.
At least we got some pretty nice views from where the car is. I can get the drone out though. When we get back to the car, I'll fly the drone to see how it looks around here. So luckily, even though we can't do the trail, there's still a lot of things to do in Freiburgo. So we're gonna check out some of the waterfalls here now. So this one's right close to where we were parked. Check out the buildings here. So I mentioned that they call it the Switzerland of Brazil. A lot of the buildings are kind of like a Swiss style. You'll see that while driving around too. Already got a little fall here. So some areas around here look more like forest, and then we go through some other parts that seem to look a bit more like a jungle. It seems to be a mixture of different kind of plants. Alright, cool. We got it all to ourselves. Nobody else here. Yeah, nice, pretty big.
Yeah. Pretty cold.
Yeah, we're at higher altitude. Yesterday we went to another waterfall, but we were a lot lower, like 800 meters. Yeah, that is pretty ice cold. So if you look on Google Maps, you'll see loads of waterfall points. They're absolutely everywhere. Even right next to here, I think about another 5 minutes, there's another one of the main waterfalls, so we'll check that one out too. I think the other one's a bit better for swimming. This one's just a tiny shallow pool. That's a good shot there, Carol. It's a good shot. So further down at the bottom, you could actually swim here. It's a pretty deep pool. It looks cool down there. It looks like there's loads of pools that you could swim in. But I think I'll swim at the next waterfall. Maybe it'll be more in the sun, less cold. So we're now on the trail to the second waterfall. What's this one called, Carol?
Cachoeira da Adutora.
Adutora?
Yes.
So on the main road there's literally no signs for these waterfalls at all, so it's kind of confusing to find. We had to ask a local where the trail entrance was just now. Keep that in mind if you come here. And it's a pretty crazy little trail. You gotta crouch down. Alright, there we go. We're getting close by the sound of it. Kind of looks different to what I saw in the pictures.
Yeah, it's not. I think it's a bit dry because it hasn't been raining, so maybe that's why it looks a bit different.
So since we were planning to do the trails, we're not wearing any swimwear. I might still go in though with my shorts. Alright, I'm going underwear style. We saw two Brazilians doing that at the other falls as well.
Cold?
Ah, it's painful. Gotta get used to it. Yeah, I thought I'd get used to it, but so far not really. It's like painful. Feels like my bones are aching. If you come here in the summer though, it's probably real nice. We're still technically in winter. Spring's about to start, isn't it?
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday? Okay, so yeah, we are still in winter and high altitude. So we're now in the center of the city of Freiburgo, kind of close to where we're staying. Looks quite nice around here, laid back. It was hard to find parking though, so we had to park in a place where you pay 4 reais every 30 minutes. I think we're going to be here for a few hours. And we came here mainly to get on the cable car there that goes to the top. It's supposed to have good views of Freiburgo. And this is one of the popular squares called Parasado. So when we arrived here last night, this was full of food trucks. Now nothing's going on really. Cute little chapel at the end. I like the big thermometer. 30 degrees Celsius now. Pretty hot for the winter.
Para pegar as crianças, vocês vão ficar um em cada bolinha dessa, para quando a cadeira passar.
Só sentar.
Só sentar. Tudo pronto. Pode chegar para trás.
Alright, off we go. Pretty old school, these chairs. So it's 60 reais per person. And I think there's 2 stations.
Yeah, 2 stations. You can go to the first one only, but I think it's 35 reais. But I think the best view is from the top.
Get a better view of the chapel now. So we've arrived at the first station. There's actually a bowling alley here. Didn't expect there to be bowling. Yeah, there's kind of like a theme park up here. Got the bumper cars. It's not open though, maybe only on the weekends. What is that? Some nice views already?
Yes, but I think from the top it will be better.
Yeah, I think so too. Alright, time to head to the final station. The guy did confirm that this area is only really open on the weekend. So I guess there's a lot of things in Freiburgo that's only open on like weekends.
Yeah, we didn't know about that. So if you come to Freiburgo, it's better to come during the weekend.
Because we were going to do another trail. Is it called Pedra do Cachorro Sentado?
Yeah, Pedra do Cachorro Sentado, which is, I think, one of the most famous things to do here. It's a very nice trail, beautiful, but we couldn't do it because it's also closed. It's open only during the weekends and holidays, so we're not lucky today.
Basically everything that we planned we're not doing, and yeah, but we're doing all these other things. There's still other things to do, so that's good at least. Alright, so it's looking pretty good already. The views probably going back down will be amazing because you're facing the city. So I think right now we're around 1,500 meters and Freiburgo down there is around 800. Some more giant rock mountains. That's one of the things that's pretty unique to Rio. The mountains sometimes are actually just like big rocks.
Yeah, they have some weird and cool formation and look. I don't know, it's just very nice, like the one of Sugarloaf. It's very unique.
Yeah, so even in this region, a lot of these like mountains kind of look like the Sugarloaf one, where you can kind of see the rock beneath.
Yeah, and when we were driving from Teresópolis to here, the road was so beautiful. It's called Circuito Tere Friburgo, something like that, which means the way to come from Tere to Freiburgo.
Where we were before.
Yeah, where we were before, and we just saw many amazing mountains and big rocks like this.
Yeah, it's pretty much like this for hours. I mean, even from here you can see it's just hours and hours of scenery like this. So I don't even think it's called the Brazilian Switzerland because of the mountainous scenery. I think it's called that because here was actually founded in the early 1800s, and it was a Swiss colony. People from Switzerland came here. It wasn't a Portuguese colony, and I think it was the first colony in Brazil that wasn't Portuguese. So over 1,000 immigrants came from Switzerland, and the majority of the immigrants came from a city in Switzerland that's called Freiburg or Freiburg. I don't know how you pronounce it. So that's why this place has the name Nova Friburgo, which basically means New Freiburg or Freiburg, however you pronounce it. And I imagine they probably settled in this region since it is a bit cooler, kind of more similar to Switzerland, I guess, compared to the coastal regions of Rio. I lost Carol. She went down this trail somewhere. I don't know where she went. Carol? Carol? Ah, tá aqui. Is there anything on this side?
Yeah, it's just like another small viewpoint, but not so good.
So a lot of the other European countries, they settled in the mountainous regions of Rio. So there's many German settlements, Italians too. Yeah, here was the view from the other side. More mountains. Yeah, definitely a nice place to come for the views. Also nice being on the cable cart, so definitely worth it. We come to a restaurant now called Chalet, right near the entrance of the cable car. So I got this picanha here, beef. It's actually sizzling still on the plate. 49 reais overall with the rice cut off and fries.
And I got pumpkin gnocchi stuffed with cheese, with blue cheese.
Pumpkin gnocchi.
Yeah, pumpkin gnocchi.
You ever had that before?
No, I usually have potato, but I think I'm gonna like it because I love gnocchi.
Yeah, this guy's sizzling still. How much was yours?
42 reais.
Alright, pretty good price, right? Yeah, the beef in Brazil is so tasty. Extra juicy, this one with the fat. And Brazil is actually the world's largest beef exporter, and half of it is exported only to China, which is pretty crazy.
And I'm the biggest gnocchi eater.
The world's biggest.
Yeah.
So our next stop of the day is a place called Jardim do Nego, and it's kind of like a park with sculptures. We saw it online and thought it'd be cool to check out. Don't usually come to a place like this, so stone sculptures everywhere, big ones. And it was 25 reais to enter. Ah, is that the date?
Yeah.
1981. Alright. Thought it was like a new thing. Man, some of these sculptures are absolutely massive.
Wow. It's called O Parto, the birth.
The birth. I guess the rock was already here though, right?
Yeah, I think he carved to make this form, and then they do a process with the plastic. They put a plastic on top and put water, and then they wait until the green part comes.
The moss or something.
Moss.
I think it's moss. Yeah, so they actually do something on purpose to attract the moss, so it becomes green. we've driven about 5 minutes from the last little garden that we visited, and this place is called the Casa Suiza, the Swiss house, and it's like a memorial, a museum, where it tells you about the Swiss immigration to this area. It's not open right now because it's a weekday, I guess. It has to be on a weekend, so I won't be able to check the museum part. But apparently they do have chocolates and cheese, which is what we wanted to buy, and that store's still open. Here you can see the city in Switzerland that I was talking about. I think that's French, I don't know. Something about 200 years. So lots of different chocolates to choose from. How to choose?
They have very nice promotions here.
Yeah.
1 for 16.
50.
Yeah.
You get 3. They'll be 13.20 each. Not sure what kind of chocolate that is. Here we've got the different kinds of cheeses. Italian cheese. Lots of wines too. Oh, this one actually comes from Brazil. Rio Grande do Sul. Usually when I drink wine in Brazil, it's from Chile. Back at our apartment now. I'll show you quickly what we got from the Swiss house. So this isn't all for us, we got some stuff for Carol's family too. So this here is a bit different, very popular in Brazil, called goiabada. It's basically just a sweet made of guava. And this one is also guava, but with banana, also a sweet. We got the cheese that we were looking for. And this here is some other kind of cheese. Not sure exactly what that is. A tomato paste and loads of different kinds of chocolate, mainly milk chocolate. So that was 188 overall. And the place that we're staying is pretty good. It's $25 a night. Got a nice big living room, and our bedroom's through here. Massive bedroom. It's like the biggest bedroom ever. Almost too big. And then through this way is the bathroom. Looks pretty nice and modern. And then the kitchen. I'm about to do some cooking now for dinner. And this is gonna be our last video from Brazil on this trip anyway. We are gonna be coming back next year though, because Carol needs to renew her international license, so that kind of forces us to come back. I think within a year, so that'll probably be in like 10 or 11 months. We'll be back in Brazil and we'll do something again. But it's kind of nice to end the trip with something so different, even for me and Carol, because every time we come to Brazil it's more like tropical scenery kind of stuff. So yeah, being here in the mountains was really cool. I think on our next trip we'll visit some other regions. And our next videos are going to be from a new country for us, Peru, here in South America, so looking forward to that. If you like this video, just drop a like as usual to support us. Subscribe to see more videos like this. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and we'll see you in the next one.